Question 4, first time in the paper where you've got quite a lot of algebra to work with. You could do this by doing a long divide, sort of multiply that out and then do a long division. I'm going to do it in a different way, in that I'm going to put this all over the common denominator of x minus 2 all squared, and then use a sort of partial fractionsy style method. So putting this over a common denominator, I've got ax times by x minus 2 all squared plus b lots of x minus 2 all squared plus c. And then that's going to be equal to the bit on the top of that one there. And I mean, I can look at that and I can say, well, what happens when x equal to 2? Because when x is equal to 2, this side here, just throw a 2 into all of that, makes 8. 2 in there makes 0, 2 in there makes 0, so I can figure out that c is going to be 8. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to count the number of x cubes there are, because I can see easily here there's 4x cubes. And you can notice here there's no x cubes here or here, and there's a of them there, so a is equal to 4. And probably the nicest thing and the easiest thing to do the next one would be to say what happens when x is 0. When x is 0 in this side here, I've just got the minus 4. When x is 0 here, well, that thing's going to be 0. When x is 0 here, I've got 4 b's plus c. And you know, I already know what c is. C is 8. And so that's telling me that b is equal to minus 3. And so my answer for h of x is that it's 4x minus 3 plus 8 over x minus 2 all squared. And I'm going to write that as 8x minus 2 to the power of minus 2. That's simply because I know I'm about to integrate it. So, as we said, let's now go on to try and integrate this thing. If I just rub that out, I haven't got to write it all again. So I'm trying to integrate this with respect to x. Clearly 4x, power goes up by 1 divided by the new power. That's pretty quick. 3 just goes to 3x. And the bracket stays the same. The power goes up to minus 1. There was already an 8 there, but I've got to divide by the minus 1. So I'm going to have a minus 8 here. Even nice. Look at that, how nice that is. There's just a 1x there. You haven't got to divide by the number of x's or anything. One thing to remember, stick a plus c on the end. So our first A-level question ends there.